Hello! I heard a lot of people have been struggling with this doggy fellow with the A6 queen rotation, thinking that maybe it's better off to borrow Yui. I mean, to correct that statement, it's mostly wrong, unless you have a really strong queen, and somehow you can make Yui's RNG work. See, I personally haven't even done that. Mostly because this strat, just using Ruka's queen, is better. Even though I have my own queen, as you can see, there's also a partial reason that my queen doesn't have signature and is pretty badly built. She may or may not have the full set because I may or may not have not farmed enough cards yet. So, what is the solution? Obviously, I'm past level 70. Most of you won't be, or most of you are pretty close, but won't be, so you'll be using the personas Kumakuten, Succubus, and most likely Kushinada. Just because there's not really a great last option, you don't even need Kushinada here. So that's why, because you don't have many good options, instead of Kushinada, you can actually go ahead and switch her out for one like Norn for sustain. And if Norn isn't enough somehow, which I believe she should be, and plus Norn is like your best persona to upgrade because she makes Windswept an actually good ailment by reducing the defense by 20% and also increase your own defense, which helps your Wonder survive if you're struggling with that. Principality is okay, and also I don't think I actually have her, but it's Titania or how you call, but I'm gonna be showcasing Norn because I think Norn is the best persona for defense, because you can combo it with the all-in dagger. What the all-in dagger does is increase your defense and shield percentage, which helps Norn. After using skill on an ally, restores 20% of the main target's HP. Very good. Now, if you've been playing the game and farming these two daggers, you should all be should all be max stooped. If they're not, you probably should do some farming, and I've seen a lot of daggers that are at level 60. Make sure that your wonder weapon is leveled up to the highest it can go, because this is probably one of the most important things, because one, you're using wonder on literally every single team, like more important than your navi because your navis are like on every other team. This also raises your base stats, which is what you would be using to buff your other characters. Also level your personas, overclock your personas. I have max overclock Norn because this is a really good persona. Max overclock on Kumakuten because it's really good. Even post 70, you will use these. And Succubus only has one, really cheap. Everyone should have this. The team I'm showcasing in the rotation is Queen, Ibarra Ruka's Queen, Vino, and Soy, with your Navi being KO. I do have Vino's A6, do not have the weapon. Vino is raised to like 76 because I don't have enough Kompaku gems, and also because I just wanted to raise her for the ailment accuracy she gets from the stats. Remember to level your talents up. These two specifically, these two do not matter at all, except for a little bit of extra damage from your Vino, which I don't think is worth it. Similarly with Soy, I do have his 5, and so I'm a little bit greedy, so I've kind of gotten rid of all of Soy's, all of my 4-star options, so as you can see I cannot switch off to the 5-star weapon. To compromise, because I have so much HP, it removed all of his gear. Now he's sitting at 9,000 HP with level 11 skill, which this should be maxed out for you. I think it's really important because Shun is very good, because I really like him for once you are able to level him, get enough HP with him, you can solo sustain with him, and he will then offer you, but he's not a sustain, he's like the best single target debuffer we have right now with this skill and the control and departure artifact set. Of course, not many of you would have the awareness 6. I do think that some people would, because there's been a lot of banners with him on banner, so you should be pretty close, if not. Shun has about less than 10,000 HP, less than 12,000 HP. You should be looking at leveling your revelation cards. So Vino here is using Truth and Harmony. A lot of people say you should be using Power and Harmony, which is true. Power and Harmony is about slightly better, I don't know how much better, but slightly better than this set, because this nuclear damage stat is a little bit more oversaturated. As a general rule, to buff a character, you want an even amount of all the different buffs. Because this team has already a lot of sources of nuclear damage present, then this is gonna get mellowed out. A brief Microsoft Paint teaching of how damage. Brief Microsoft teaching of how damage works. Okay, so here is your stat. Here is your damage. Okay, your damage goes on vroom and then vroom for the amount of stats you go. So the more stats is good. It hits a breakpoint, whatever that breakpoint may be, and then boom, the effectiveness goes down. Probably not all the way down. It goes like this, and it's like infinite, like in a graph, and then there's like a and then the last lesson is death down. Okay, it is also a little bit different. Damage. And the reason why we're using Shun is because death down, it goes vroom, and then it kind of slows down, and then it hits a dead mark over here. When the enemy's resistance is zero, more death down is not going to work. Resistance. How is resistance calculated? Okay, resistance is enemies have a base resist, base R. All right, and then it's going to be multiplied against your peers, and then minus your the defense reduce. Okay, and so because Ruka's queen has like what 10 pierce, that's not enough. So that's why we want to reduce defense. That's why A1 Marion is so good. I don't have her, so for me, Shun is better. And so that's your lesson. Okay, now with that out of the way, you may say, okay, well, your characters are level 80, so it's gonna be easier to survive. Okay, I'm going to remove your HP piece as well. But I can't take anything off Navi because, well, I guess I can take Trust off Navi. Yeah, sure, I'll take Trust off Navi. You need the Prosperity set for this particular rotation. Okay, so you're gonna S2 to start, and you're gonna not get this unlucky, and holy shit. And you want the S2 to hit at least 3 minions. If you don't get 3 minions, you reset. There's a little bit of RNG, but trust me, this is not as bad as Yui or as bad as Fox on Cert. If you really want to get the good squad, once you get the good run, it's gonna take off the ground. So you want at least an ailment on 3 minions. The last minion doesn't matter because what we can do is, so first of all, we Rebellion on Queen. Then we use Gun. We target the dog. Get that debuff. And then we target the minion without the ailment. We get that debuff as well. I like to have like 18 left is enough. Is good. 12 is enough maybe, but sometimes you might miss it later on. If I'm like 12 here and I haven't applied both debuffs, I'd probably reset on Shun because he might not. He needs a gun once more and apply a debuff. So 3 chances is good enough for me. And here, S1 with Queen. You don't want to crash out yet. You want to try target the one with the defense down. Sometimes it might not die. Best case is if you land ailments on everyone, but that's a lot of RNG. And another factor of RNG is the ailment on the boss. Now you need to keep all those 4 ailments on the turns that Queen attack. The best way to do that is to actually S1 on Navi first, instead of S3, which people say could be more optimal. If you have Vino's 5-star, you can remove all that RNG, and she'll apply an ailment every time it's her turn. But we're assuming you're very low investment. I don't even have her 5-star yet. Wonder highlight. And here, we're gonna norn barrier. We're gonna probably target vino or whoever's the lowest, and as you can see, the Blue Dagger is gonna also heal her a little bit. Maybe you couldn't see that very well, but yeah, it displays after for some reason. And then here you can even soy S3. Now we're really protected. Now tell me how we're gonna die. Right, and the reason we're doing that on this turn is because we're not attacking with Queen yet. We're in S2, and here everyone's maxed, so we can heal self, or it doesn't really matter. Like, for example, if Vino is still low, you heal Vino. Here you S3 on Okia. Vino, S1. Okay, good, we got the 3 ailments. Sometimes you have to roll, sometimes you might not get the 3rd ailment because Okian actually applies an ailment with her beat stacks. And if you don't get enough, you won't get the ailment, but luckily here we did. And then here we're gonna Tarot Kaja on Succubus. And here we smash hit. Here we have highlight, so we first crash out. Gonna give us the last ailment we need. Going to highlight. 700k, that's actually pretty good damage considering I nerfed all of my builds. S3. And then S3 again. Here, you would S3. Wonder's low again, but when a revolution on Kumokuten, the way this works is we target Wonder, and he's gonna get healed by the blue dagger. Or if anyone else is low, you're gonna target them with revolution. And see, Wander's back to half health. He should live here. This is a turn. We want to pull out a gun and spray all of our bullets. Luckily we got the debuff. If I didn't get a debuff, I would cry, you would reset. Here, you're gonna S1 on Okayan again. You don't have to target Queen, it's like a habit. And here, again, if you had... I have not found a way to get 4 ailments on this particular turn where you want S3. With Vino's weapon, you definitely can, but it's not too big of a deal. You still deal a really good amount of damage. Here, Vino highlight. Apply back your ailments. S1. Applies your last ailment, although this turn the ailments don't matter, but it's okay. Here, oh, you're like, oh my goodness, I am getting low again. What do I do? Well, not to worry, because if you're really, really worried, you can norn barrier, but I'm gonna Rebellion and show you that it's fine, because even my sword only heals so much anyways. Probably targets, it doesn't matter who you target, but yeah. Sword only healing this much, but that's enough. As long as everyone is above 50%, this attack that does an instant kill will not insta kill you. So here we S3. Because obviously this turn we're allowed to norn barrier because again Makoto's not doing anything. But we still stack on the buff from Rebellion anyways. So like to heal you're gonna have to miss 1 or 2 buffs on Wonder. It's not the biggest deal because we want defense down wise. You can see everyone is alive. S3. And then here last buff, Kaja. And we have highlight. We don't want to pop any of these highlights. We're going to go here, match hit. And then Queen has crashed out again. You're going to crash out. Here you still don't have highlight, but you S3 first. Make sure you have 4 ailments. Then you're going to get highlight. highlight. And then S3. And already, that is 67 million. Obviously, not my highest because I nerfed all of my builds this turn. And as you can see, like with a score like this, if you like miss 1 or 2 buff turns on Wonder because you need to like norm barrier again, you're not losing on that much score. This is already almost double our guild's requirement. So you can do this. And just to show you, just to prove to you, from here, this is the team I used. Soy has no revelation cards. Okian has no headpiece. Because we want to make our team as weak as I could possibly do it. Vino has no HP piece and no headpiece. These are all not HP stats. He's sitting at 4,800 just from, you know, base stats. She might be a weakest unit, like she might die, but obviously Wonder, I can't really fix it because you can't like take back his levels. I guess I could press reset here, but I don't think I have enough Kapaka gems. I've spent everything. I just want everyone to know, if you play and then you pick up your score a little bit, maybe just by 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, you definitely, I know it's doable. Considering how many people are scoring very, very low, we can definitely pick it up. We can definitely even get 5th or 4th place. They're only about like 300 million ahead of us. I think we're at a pretty good spot now, but we can definitely climb higher. We're trying to be competitive. I think, yeah, we should aim for here, to be honest. But that might be a little long road.